Well, hi friends, it's Judy and time for Guardrail 23. Well, here we have a man thinking and eating at the table, and he's thinking about what he's going to do. Let's look at the verse. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31. So whatever you do, whether you eat, drink, or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. And my son's hockey team says, whether you eat, drink, sleep, or play hockey, do all for the glory of God. So my kids always learned this verse from their hockey team. So let's take a look at it. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory, all for the glory, all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10, verse 31. Now again, see that apple core? Just 1 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians in the tin, that's 10. And there's 3 cookies with 1 bottle of milk. Chapter 30, verse 31. See 1 apple core? 1 Corinthians. A tin can, that tin can is chapter 10, and there's 3 cookies and 1 bottle. 31. That's your Bible clue. So let's try it one more time. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory, all for the glory, all for the glory of God. What a great verse. Eat, sleep, drink, or play hockey or basketball or dance or swim. Whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians, see the apple core? 10, verse 31, 3 cookies. Let's look at Wendy's principle in action. Again, we're doing our greater freedom guardrails. Stay inside God's guardrails. Whatever you eat, drink, sleep, whatever you do, do all the glory of God. Let's see. Establish this guardrail and decision-making becomes easier. When asked to do something that won't glorify God, just say, I can't. Well, why not? If asked, say why. Say 1031. 1031. What does 1031 mean? If asked what that means, welcome the opportunity to share. According to the Bible, 1 Corinthians 10:31, everything I do is to glorify God. Therefore, I can't do what you're asking me to do, for my greatest acts of worship are the choices I make. Whatever we do, whatever includes voting. Therefore, study the issues. Then vote for those who best match God's values. This honors God and shows respect to those who died to protect your right to vote. Each vote is a seed planted. Encourage others to vote biblically, and guess what? Your efforts could produce a bumper crop. Right, whatever you do, eat, drink, whatever you do, when you vote, vote for the glory of God. Do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Remember this clue. The man's thinking. He's thinking about what he's going to do. Is he eating, drinking, or whatever you do? He's going to eat that apple, eat those cookies. Try to remember that picture. So when you see this picture, you remember the 1 apple core. First apple core, 1 Corinthians 10, verse 3 cookies, 1 bottle milk. 1 Corinthians 10, verse 31. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory, all for the glory, all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31. Don't forget, we're doing our greater freedom Bible verses. Stay inside God's guardrails, and you'll be safe. You can cross that bridge safely. So here we are, the beautiful Pacific Ocean. I love the sunsets. This is a great time for me to do my Bible verses. We're doing our greater freedom 1.0. 1.0, thanks Wendy Schade. Thank you for having the faithfulness to make this beautiful gift for us so I can share these verses in my own heart and share them with my kids and grandkids. Greater Freedom 1.0.